Hello, and welcome to the Cheap Seats. This is our FPL show where we give you everything that you need to know coming into the weekend for the FPL. Do catch our normal show, which talks all things Premier League. It was a tough one for the United guys, but I think we got to some sort of a resolution and some sort of a prediction. So just wait until you get to the end for that one. We've got Teppo now joining us. He's going to be a regular for us. He's actually leading our league. So he's going to tell us all his secrets. Who's leading now?
What's his name?
We need to get him on. Whoever's leading, we need to get him on. Because
the other Dean, and it's just because of the Salah captaincy. I was trying to be smart, and your boy Ole, no.
Your boy Ole cost a lot of us points on the weekend. This is cost us a lot of points. But what we're doing on the show is we're going to be obviously talking about everyone's picks and transfers and everything else. Just want to ask, AB, how was your weekend in FPL?
It's below average. Because I didn't captain Salah, so yeah, I done messed up.
You did your captain, AB?
I captained Vardy. It was it's semi-Vardy.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Wahid, how are you doing? Are you now starting to get the big name players in now?
No, I did exactly the same as what AB did. I captained Jamie Vardy. I refused to captain Mo Salah against my own team. He could score a hat-trick of headed penalties and I wouldn't have my captain.
At least you got him in your team, though.
Yeah.
You don't have Mo Salah on your team.
He does.
No, I didn't. I had a policy of not choosing dippers, so I had to change that.
Tempo, how obviously without the Salah captaincy, but how was your week?
It was okay. I took a punt trying to captain Chilwell for the better fixture. I thought that Salah would, say again?
Ben Chilwell
came off.
Yeah, Ben Chilwell.
Yeah,
he scored. I mean, think about it. Norwich, they're gonna concede goals. Ben Chilwell, 2 goals in the last 2 games before that game. So if he got a goal and he got a clean sheet, that's 2 returns. Double that. You're pretty good.
He gets into very interesting positions, like at left back, especially at set pieces. He gets into seriously good positions.
And
he looks first choice now.
Hovering on he definitely is. You'll find him hovering around the box, so definitely.
So the Chilwell, who's the other left back conundrum is now sorted out.
Oh, Alonso.
Is it sorted out, or was it Tuchel rotation again?
I think, as a Chelsea fan, when Ben Chilwell came back from England, he was tired and fatigued, so he didn't play a lot of games. He's definitely first choice. He was first choice last year. So now that he's back, you saw Alonso even yesterday at the time of recording against Southampton. He started in the EFL, and then Ben Chilwell got subbed on for either Hudson-Odoi or Ziyech.
It was Ross Barkley,
Oh, Ross Barkley. Sorry, yes, in the front. So
and he took a penalty, I think. Chilwell.
Why are you watching Chelsea?
Hey, for the assets.
For FPL, I want to see what's happening.
For the assets, dude.
Okay, so I had a situation. I captained Kai Havertz. I was like, wait, Lukaku's not playing. Maybe let's captain the guy at the top of the castle, and that turned out
the only man to not return in that Chelsea team.
Literally,
dude, they scored honestly. Okay, so let's go. AB.
What about Dean?
Oh yes, Dean. How's your week?
It was a tough week, and Paul. Actually, thanks for asking. It was okay. I think the big thing that hurt me was Mbeumo going off with that hamstring injury, and then Rafinha now injured, which is touch and go now for this coming weekend and causing a lot of problems. So I think that was the 2 biggest headaches, and then Brighton scoring that late goal ruined the City clean sheet. So managed still 87 points because again, Mo Salah captain was the only thing that helped.
Yeah. Do you guys have Mason Mount on your sides?
Whoever did has a cheat code, bro. That guy's gone 0-1-1-24. How do you back against Mount?
Okay, I have a goalkeeper situation. We'll probably talk about it at the back end because David Raya is now injured, and I'm like, what's going on?
What?
But anyway, let's start with AB and his selections for the week. We'll talk about David Ryan Temple. AB, you are going full blue, full Chelsea this week. Mount and Chilwell coming in, Christensen and Benrahma out. Talk us through this.
Okay, so Christensen had some weird injury and he played the week before. So I was like, you know what? I can't trust this guy. So I'm spending money on a fullback. I'm spending money on Ben Chilwell because he's going to play. So this week, obviously, Alonso is going to start because that's how life works. Mason Mount hopefully will start. But then Mateo Kovacic is an interesting one because I saw a tweet. He averages more than 5 points a week and only like 9% of people own him, and he's cheap. So Kova's just So Kova's going under the radar, and then I'm captaining Mo Salah because apparently he's a pretty decent player. So yeah,
you'd know definitely.
I mean, anyone can score goals against us, guys. So don't take this last weekend as.
Sorry, I just really want to jump in there with Mateo Kovacic as a Chelsea fan. It's very interesting how there are incisive balls from the middle of the field that go straight to Lukaku from that position. Jorginho got a different type of assist, but Kovacic has been having those types of assists from the midfield as Chelsea play the ball up. They work it up, and then when he gets into the middle, finds Lukaku, sends the ball there. He could get some assists. So I wouldn't put him in my team, but it is a good punt. It is a very good punt.
Okay, TT, let's go with your team now. Your picks of the week. If it can load. Yes, there it is. You went Chile. You took out Luke Shaw. I think obviously ESR is your differential and Mo Salah is your captain. What was your thinking around this group?
Why did you desert Luke Shaw?
If you still have Luke Shaw, look, I just put Luke Shaw there for literally any Manchester United player. I don't know what's happening in that team. The fixtures are trash. So I don't think
Norwich.
No, I think we're playing first. It's
playing another small team.
First
and
Spurs,
then I think
then
City's somewhere there. City. Yeah, and then Chelsea there as well.
Gets good after Gameweek 14, I think.
Yeah, but by then you'll know who you want in your team. So just hold,
and they'll have a new coach.
Hold off. Yeah, and things might be different. In terms of transfer in, I didn't know that it was for my team. But if you don't have Ben Chilwell now, I had him earlier. Get him now. A nice differential. Well, not a differential pick. He's a lot cheaper as a Chelsea asset, so he'll free up some funds for you. He's very, very attacking, always popping up in the box. I think that's how Tuchel likes to use his left wing backs. You saw the same with Alonso, the same with Chilwell. He's literally always there, scoring headers, like literally just picking up the ball as it bounces out the rebounds, far post specials. He's got the goods. He really does. I even captained him as a punt, and it almost paid off if Salah did not have a hat-trick. So I'd definitely put him in my team or put him in your team. And then my differential, Smith Rowe. Definitely check him out. Umpo will tell you this guy he's Arsenal's child. He's like their number 10. You know, it's like the one that makes Arsenal feel good. Has similar stats to Bukayo Saka, but actually gets a few more returns. So he's also a lot cheaper. So if you're looking for that 5.5 range, if you have Mbeumo in your team and you need someone to jump onto, I definitely like Smith Rowe because he's also nailed. He feels nailed. I haven't seen him not play. And if you don't play him,
he even played last night, which is wild.
Yeah. If you don't play him, I mean, is it that much of a loss? 5.5 on the bench. It would be good to solidify a bench. And then finally, Salah captaincy. I mean, I was burned not going for that, and I'm not going to be burned again. I'm just not going to do it.
Salah captaincy until Boxing Day, essentially.
Yeah.
On my end, I went with a double this week. I still need to sort out my goalkeeper, but that's fine. I'm bringing in Mason. I have to jump on the train. Sorry, guys. Kai Havertz was a one-hit wonder. I realized actually Chelsea don't play will not use him that well, because if you can't do something in a 7-0 win, I'm sorry, especially as the focal point. Rafinha and Leeds, we need to let go of Leeds stocks because Marcelo's, I think, is about to go crazy, which is why they call him El Loco. I bought him Bernardo because I thought he's the one guy in Pep's system that always plays. He's racked up a lot of points. And I was like, yeah, look, from historically, Pep seems to trust it. I picked ESR as my differential largely because I think if you
watch him not play this weekend.
Yeah.
Pep Roulette. Pep Roulette.
Always.
He's played every single game. He's had a part in every single game this season.
We said that about KDB, and he benched him on the weekend. So no one's safe anymore.
Unless are they playing PSG next weekend? Because then don't pick Bernardo, pick someone else. But outside of that, that's where I was going with this. Emil Smith wrote was spoken about him. He's the guy in that Arsenal setup where a lot of goals come through. If the ball comes through the left and he's got it, him and Aubameyang have some sort of symbiotic relationship that Dean kind of found out when we played them. So I think he's the guy, especially at 5.5. It kind of opens up because you can leave him on the bench, and if Arsenal have a good weekend, you just need to hope somebody doesn't start. Or like a Pep rotation if you want to live on that. Wahid, let's go to you.
I'm kind of just like LA here. I'm treading water. I'm just trying my best to stay above water here.
You're bringing in Livramento.
No, I'm just waiting for the end of the season. I think next season.
He's so late, bro.
So late.
You like so late.
I'll take you over Ali, Wahid. Don't stress.
Okay, so Shaw out because he plays for Man United, and it would be stupid to have a Man United defender right now. Livramento in just freeing up some cash with a Shaw out, Livramento in to use next week. Mo Salah captain, obviously, and then Jared Bowen has had, apart from last weekend, he's had attacking returns in like 5 of his last 6 games or something like that. He's a very, very smart astute choice, and I think he's owned by like 3% of owners. So I would look at him if you were looking for a budget midfielder.
Okay, so everyone seems to be captaining Mo Salah. Dean, we're gonna go to you last. You've also got chillers like everybody else except for me. Marcel's leaving your team. That's disappointing. You've gone for Food Bank Borini as your differential, and yeah.
What?
Food Bank Borini. Yes. Marcus Rashford.
You guys.
Yeah, so I think Chilwell, we've said a lot about Chilwell, so I won't harp on too much about that. But I did say last week, like on the corners, he does hang back on that back post, and I think that's where he scores a lot of the goals that he's getting. Marcel out because he was injured for Wolves last week, and so he didn't play. And a lot of Wolves fans on Twitter are getting really upset with him. They want, I can never remember the Wolves coach name. They want to play Art Nori instead of Marcel. Man just doesn't track back. So they want Marcel out anyway. So that's a bit of a rotation risk there. I will say on the Chilwell, if Chilwell's coming in, a good punt could also be Reece James because Azpilicueta's injured. And Reece James 5.5, Chilwell's 5.8. So looks like that right back is then solidified at Reece James. So if you want to do that, that could be a good possibility. And if a lot of guys are jumping Chilwell, James could be a differential in as much as it could be. Differential on my side, Rashford, I'm really looking at getting in Rashford long-term after the Chelsea game that United play. He's owned by 0.5% of the game. He's had a price drop already from 9.5 to 9.4. And Rashford can score. That's the thing. And I think Ronaldo isn't scoring at the moment. Bruno has to do too much in that team. Rashford coming in looks like he can actually do something. So depending how the next few weeks go, I would look to get Rashford in long term. I think it's a good punt for this weekend because Spurs defense is terrible. So I think that United front three or whatever they play is going to run rampant there. But I think Rashford is definitely one to look at. Front whatever you guys play. I think that's definitely something to look at. And then I'm very much on the bandwagon of just leaving the captain's armband on Salah for the rest of the season, almost.
Oh, up until AFCON, because when he leaves.
Up until AFCON, yeah. But yeah, I think
that's
Salah.
when Bruno comes in.
A lot of the guys, what you used to be able to do is you used to be able to take a hit if you were captaining the guy that you were taking a hit for. Now that Salah is a almost set captain, it's making Oaks consider taking hits a lot more. Adding a little bit more thought to them taking a hit, because everyone's just going to captain Mo Salah week in, week out, and 9 times out of 10 he's going to return. So you don't want to get left behind the game by not captaining Salah, as a lot of people found out this weekend. So Salah against Brighton, I mean, City ran rampant there, so no reason why Liverpool can't do the same.
But from a captaincy perspective, doesn't Chelsea come into this argument? You saw them put 7 past Norwich over the weekend. Don't you want to go Mason Mount, see if maybe there's another situation?
You just don't know who's going to score goals, though. That's the problem with Chelsea. You have no idea.
There was a time in the game when you would not captain Robin van Persie. There's historically been players like that, and we've now hit the point where Mo Salah is that. If you don't captain him, you're just going to fall behind the 8 ball way too much. Like, I'm already there, but if you're in the top positions and 3 or 4 Oaks captain Mo Salah and you don't, and you try and be fancy and cheeky and captain a Mason
Mount, go for Kai Havertz.
Yeah, you're gonna get left behind very, very, very quickly. And there's been very few players in the game like that. Van Persie comes to mind, and Harry Kane once or twice has gone through like a scoring form where you just simply cannot not captain him. So yeah, I think Mo Salah is now in that category.
So the trick is to find out now when to triple captain Mo Salah if you didn't triple captain against United.
That would have been a better call than AB's triple captain Rashford versus Liverpool.
I recall saying Salah.
It's so easy. Just wait for Liverpool to play Norwich.
Yeah,
that
actually, yeah.
I hope he's there still, not in AFCON when he play Norwich.
Actually, let me check.
That's actually good to check, yeah.
So, guys, I have a problem. I realized this problem early today.
David Raya
is injured.
3 months.
And he's coming back in March.
What?
4 months.
What?
Wow.
I need a keeper. So I'm gonna do Ben Foster for this weekend. Because but next weekend I need to find another keeper. And I don't want to go Sanchez because everyone's gone Sanchez. I'm thinking of going Guaita, but I don't know.
No.
Because I don't have money. I don't have money to go up.
But aren't Sanchez and Ramsdale?
They're not bad.
4.5, yeah.
Has Sanchez gone up?
How much do you want to spend?
4.6.
He's 4.6.
How much do you want to spend?
4.5. Like, I need someone at 4.5.
Not Guaita, dude. No. That fixture's too green.
I'd go McCarthy. Go Guaita.
I'll go McCarthy.
Look at what Livermento's doing on the clean sheets for Southampton. I'd go him before I go Guaita.
Or I'm going to play whoever Brighton's substitute keeper will be in this period.
Ben Steele.
Yes. Might as well. He's probably going to be 4. Because I trust Brighton's defense.
Go Krul, Mpo. I reckon Krul at Norwich is just the
one.
He gets points, actually. He got like 3 bonus points against Chelsea and actually got 4. So yeah, you can. What you do before with the cheap keepers, like what happened with Martinez, is that Aston Villa like conceded a lot of shots, but then he also got clean sheets. So he got saves and clean sheets. So you can sort of go for like a cheap keeper and expect some save points and just be like, you know what, they're not going to get clean sheets, but at least I'll constantly get
3 points.
4. Yeah, something like that. Okay. That's what happens.
Go for David De Gea. We never concede.
Yeah. Paul,
hey, look.
What about Ramsdale?
Yeah, Ramsdale.
Guys, the heart palpitations of having an Arsenal keeper in your fantasy, as well as
Supporting the team.
I thought about it. I probably will go with Ramsdale because I think I like the way Arsenal's back four is set up. The only problem is, there'll be days where it just goes horrible. But so far they're unbeaten in 8. I might go with Ramsdale because I think he's at 4.5. He's just from a points perspective, he's on the lower end, so he's not at the top. So
with that said, he also gets save points.
Yes,
he
he will.
concedes shots as well. He gets more save points than Sanchez would. And right now, the only 3 keepers I was thinking of were Sanchez, Raya, and Ramsdale. I liked Raya the most because the save points. Sanchez doesn't get them, might get some clean sheets, but Ramsdale definitely gets the balance and the fixtures.
Who's Brentford's substitute keeper now then, if Raya's out? Because he's a good shout, because Brentford have got great fixtures up until mid-December. So if you maybe get him, if you get him, I reckon that could be a good shot. Maybe he's even a 4. I don't know who Brentford. You're a mini Brentford fan and Paul, so I'm sure you.
These guys are fantastic, dude. These guys are the bomb.
They're good. And Mbeumo out is
approach.
Touch and go now.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah.
So I'm trying to find Brentford's keeper. There's an oak named Alvaro Fernandez. We'll find out.
Isn't that
We'll find out this weekend.
Like 4th choice left back?
But it also helps me because I can bring in Pontus Janssen. I don't have that double hit that I was trying to
sure United have a left back named Alvaro Fernandez, and that kid was good. We might see him start.
Goalkeeper at Brentford. Okay, gents. Okay, gents. Thank you very. Okay, one last question. A differential captain for you guys outside of Mo Salah, in case our fans are like, guys, but we can't.
I'm gonna say it first. Jamie Vardy against Arsenal.
If he's fit. If he's fit.
If he's fit. Jamie Vardy likes Arsenal, so that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Antonio versus Villa can score goals.
That's a good one.
I was thinking Mason Mount against Newcastle. They concede a lot of chances, and Mason Mount will be hanging in behind the person at the front. So yeah, I like Mason Mount. If you don't, but that is only if you do not have Mo Salah. Only.
I'd say Phil Foden against whatever team against Crystal Palace, but I don't know how many people actually have Phil Foden in their sides. Actually, it's a tough one with him being in that 8 bracket. But I would go with that. Wahid, do you have a differential captain?
Yeah, Marcus Rashford against Spurs.
That's exactly.
You can't just take what I said and say
That's a differential captain. But I'll tell you why is Spurs play quite a high line, and when you've got Lindelof tries to look for the ball over the top, and generally over the top finds Rashford, and it could be an outlet for United insofar as nothing else is happening on the field. Like, we've got a non-existent transition, so that's literally the.
I think we lost Wahid. I think the internet just stopped him. Because it's like, nah.
Okay, so Marcus Rashford to close it out. Thank you very much, gents. Have a great weekend. All the best for your FPL sub transfers and whatever it is. Enjoy the week. Remember, 12 o'clock midday. I think I'll be on the golf course at the time, but that's fine. Is the deadline. And yeah, don't say we didn't warn you. All the best. And yeah, may the odds be ever in your favor. From myself, Paul, and the rest of the guys, le sale. Cagazo.